Hello guys, welcome back to my channel United TNT. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing till now. Today is, as you all know, match day, Burnley versus Manchester United. It's a tricky match given the circumstances with the recent sacking of our old manager Ruben Amorim. Darren Fletcher, who will be taking charge of this match as an interim coach. He is currently the under 18s coach for United. He will be in the dugout for this match and probably for the Brighton match in the FA Cup on the weekend. The interim manager for the rest of the season is still being debated. There is a lot of noise for Ole to be back at the wheel. It's exciting and a little scary because the United hierarchy has fired the manager and they do not have name who will probably replace him for the foreseeable future, right? So all in all, we will look at what the match is going to look like today. What is the team selection that I feel should play in this match? And stay tuned to watch that. First things first, what will be our formation for this match? The formation has been a constant discussion over the last 14 months since the time Amorim was in charge. He was stuck to his 3-4-3. People liked it, people did not like. He did not twist from this position, even if he did not have players. And there was all these social media pundits behind him to change his tactics, to change his formation. I think this is the time, this is the match where we will see a fresh formation for Manchester United. We will move away from the 3-4-3 or the 3-5-2 that we generally play and go to a back four. This can be 4-2-3-1 or a simple 4-3-3, not a 4-2-4-4-2 because we don't have the personnel for that. But I think Fletcher will do what he does best with the under 18s team, which is the 4-2-3-1, two holding midfielders and then attacking four diamond that is created in the field for his style of play. I think the diamond is a formation that Fletcher really likes. He used to play at the base of that diamond when he was a player for United. So he's very well aware of how that system works, what is the benefit of that system, and how the attackers can probably excel from that system, right? So I think the formation, in my opinion, would be a 4-2-3-1, and I think he will stick to it. We have plenty of personnel to probably play this position as of now, even after the injuries and the people on the AFCON side of the play. I feel 4-2-3-1 is what we will go with, and this is my team prediction. So for the team, I think the goalkeeper picks itself. Sane Lamins will be the keeper at the back, manning the goal post for us. The backline of the four defenders that I feel should play probably are Martinez and Haven in the middle as the left and the right centre back, followed by Dalot on the right and Shaw on the left. I think it will be a call between Dorgu and Dalot, right? But I think Dalot gets the nod because he's a predominant right-hand side player who can play on both sides. Shaw will pick himself up in that left-hand position. That has always been his position. In the three at the back, he was playing out of that position, but he's always been a left wing back or a left back, a traditional left back. So I think that four will form the United defense. There can always be a possibility of Euro and Heaven switching in between. That can be a call that Fletcher takes. And Dallo and Dorgu is another call that probably Fletcher will take. But I think for me, the predicted back four should be Dallo on the right, Haven on the right centre back, Martinez on the left centre back, and Luke Shaw on the left back. That should be the preferred four. Followed by two sitters. I think these sitters should be Manu Ugarte and Casemiro. Casemiro does well in that sitting position. Because of the lack of personnel, I would want the attacking players to play on the forward line and not bring a Fernandes or a Mount in the holding position in the center midfield. Hence, I'm picking up Ugarte to be that man to handle that position and man that position alongside Casemiro. So the two sitting midfielders for me would be Casemiro, followed by the three attackers on the left. I am hoping Mount is fit and I would play him on the right side of the pitch, followed by Fernandes in that drop 10 position. He has not played in that position for a very long time. I am excited if he plays in that position. What kind of chemistry we can get out of the front four then. followed by Cunha on the left hand side. I think Cunha, Fernandes, and Mount can interchange these positions within the match itself. But I think these three will be a very strong pick if we are playing a 4-2-3-1 when the players are back from AFCON, Ahmad and Buemo and Muzrawi. Buemo and Ahmad might start fighting for these positions and the front three. And Buemo will pick himself. Mount might have to drop. Ahmad might have to drop for Cunha. Fernandes will pick himself. That is for the future. But as of today, for the lineup today, I think Mount, Fernandes, and Cunha should form that front three. On top should be Seshko, right? I know there are a lot of doubts around him, but I think we need to give him time. He's a very good player. Maybe he excels in a new formation, and that is what I would want to see Seshko do, right? So that is my predicted 11, taking into consideration Mount and for since both of them have been given a nod to be part of the traveling squad. I'm hoping that these two start. Fernandes would probably start for sure because of his grit and his history of coming back from injuries quickly. Mount can be a doubt, and if Mount is a doubt, the team will change rapidly. We might see Dorgu coming in the front positions again, and Dalo being a right back cemented in that position. So there might be some chop and change. But for me, this would be my predicted lineup with Lamens at the back, the back four being Dalo, Haven, Martinez, and Shaw, followed by the two sitting midfielders, Casemiro and Ugarte, followed by our front four, who will form that diamond, more or less in that position, which will be Mount, Fernandes, Cunha, and followed by Sheshko. Talking about our opponents, Burnley, I think Burnley is currently sitting in the 19th position of the table. But that does not mean that we will win that match easily, given how we've performed against West Ham, Leeds currently, and Wolves, right? But Burnley is a side that gives you a tough challenge at the home turf. Although the last match that Burnley won was with Wolves, that was around 11 to 12 matches before. So for the last 11 matches, Burnley has not won any match. They have lost most of them and drawn couple of with Everton. Chelsea also they lost, right? Everton was the draw that they had. West Ham also they lost. So for the last 11 games, they have most of it lost matches. Before that, it was Wolves that they won and Leeds that they had won. But they are currently on a bad patch. The last two games they have lost. This will be a third loss if they lose to Manchester United today. It's a tricky opposition given how United perform with lower placed opposition in the table. It will not be a easy win for us. We will have to be gritty about this, but Burnley will give us a tougher challenge. Burnley will know the mindset of United players with everything happening around the club. They would want to take some stab at it and see if they can beat United at their home ground. Burnley is a stiffer defense where they play a 5-4-1 in general, right? That five-man back line is always tough to break. And knowing how United struggle away from home, that might be tricky for us. So all in all, I think Armando Broja for Burnley, who's their striker, has given us trouble in the past. He has played against us in different teams before, and he's always been a problem, especially when he was in Chelsea. I think there was one match where he was the one who was causing all troubles for United. So I think Burnley, given their league position, we cannot take them lightly. Their formation will be tough for us to break, although their run of games and their form is not that great, but so is the form for United. Even in the last 11 matches, we have not won a lot of them, drawn a lot of them, and lost a couple of them as well, right? So it's an even playing field, and let's see how team lineup come up and how they are going to set up against United. Coming to the predictions for this match, I think United will win this game as per me. We will win it comfortably. I predict the scoreline to be 3-1. We will not be able to keep a clean sheet with all the defensive errors that we have, but I think we will win the match pretty comfortably. Darren Fletcher will get us going. The players will rub off all the negative things that have been said about United over the last few days with this win. So 3-1 is what my prediction is. Cunha will definitely get on the score sheet. I predict Sheshko to be on the score sheet as well. Why I'm confident of this win is also because United's form at Turf Moor has been good. The last time we lost a match at Turf Moor was back in 2009. That was 2-0 defeat that we had back in 2009. Since then, we've always managed to get a result at Turf Moor. We've had a couple of draws over this 12, 13-year period whenever Burnley was in the top flight. But mostly we have gotten away with wins, a 1-0 win or a 2-0 win, mostly there. The last match that we played with Burnley at home, which we won 3-2, it was a it was a very close win. We had a 90 plus 7th minute penalty scored by Fernandes, and that's how we won that game. All in all, with everything that is happening, with the new manager bounce that we will have, Darren Fletcher, Sainz putting his authority down, how he wants to play, the new formation, the excitement around that formation, people getting a little freedom to express after what Amorim wanted them to do throughout the 90 minutes. I think we will have a good game, and I predict a United win by the score of 3-1 against Burnley. So yeah, let's see what happens tonight. Let's see the match, and probably tomorrow we can discuss how we performed and what was good about the performance, what was bad about the performance. If you liked this video, if you liked what I feel the United team should play at Turf Moor, please do comment. Please do like the video if you think this made sense to you. Keep watching United TNT. Till then, GGMU.